or work your way to where you're going to sit, and then maybe we can all stand up and say hello to our fellow Rotarians and guests.
With it.
But that's going to do it. Welcome home. You could be like, yeah, it could be worse.
Okay, if everyone will make their way back to their table, please. We're going to have our invocation, pledge, and national anthem. All right, if you'll make your way back to your tables, please. Thank you.
Okay, and now that you're at your tables, do we have any concerns? We can share our joys with Happy Bucks, but do we have any concerns? Yes. Yes. Yeah, this morning was Sally Cullum, and great community leader Sally was. Yeah, any others? Okay, there are cards outside. You know, Brian Dunklin's mom passed away, and Susan Donenfeld's mom passed away, and there are cards out there for you to sign. We remember them. CC called and said he's on hospice now, but you know, CC's a trooper. And so I don't think anything's imminent, hopefully, but he welcomes calls. CC emailed me on my birthday earlier this summer. So, I mean, so he's out and kicking. Cindy Cummings remains at CC Young, and so we think about Cindy. So if you'd bow your heads. Father, it's our privilege in life to know people. They pass away, they come into our lives, but they're all gifts to us, and we thank you for that human interaction. That's your work. You make us a community. You're the one that binds us together. Help us in all this to lift up Rotary as a wonderful place to serve. We hear so much adverse news, conflicts and awful things. And we forget that we'll find out today, there are great universities in our midst, there are great health systems, there are great places of worship. Our community is really a loving thing. We just need to be part of it and see it. We are in the kingdom of God, and we need to acknowledge that. For all of that, we give thanks in your name. Amen. And now let's join in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now our national anthem. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I would like to acknowledge that we have our honorary member present for this year. We have our Grand Marshal in attendance, Jim Wharton. Everyone recognize Jim Wharton, please. Thank you for joining us this year. Happy Bucks. Does anyone have anything happy that they'd like to share?
I am happy that Lynn Searle is with us today. Lynn is since November of 23. The last time he was able to be with us in person. Maybe I should use this. Happy that Lynn Searle is with us today. Lynn's a member of our club. He hadn't been able to be here since November of 23 because of some health issues, and I am so happy that he's back here with us today.
Well, I had the privilege last weekend of attending what's called RMDTI, Rotary. We like all the acronyms. Basically, that stands for Rotary Multi-District Training Institute. So I was down in Pflugerville. We had districts, about 8 different districts all over Texas, part of Oklahoma, a couple of people from Louisiana. But it's just always nice being at an event like that because you get energized. You hear about all the other things that are going on all over the rest of the state and the country in different districts. So it was we had a great time, and we know how to party also, so it was a couple of late nights in the suite, but it was great. So I appreciate being able to go and represent the club and the district there.
I have heavy bucks to give. I realized I didn't give Richard what he needed. Somebody hit it on me. But two things I want to share with you all. First is I'm leaving Sunday to drive up to eventually Michigan for 2 weeks to see my wife, pick her up at the airport a week from today, and she's going to take me to her 45th high school graduation reunion in my father's hometown. I've never met her classmates. So I'm curious to see if any of them and their parent know my dad and my mom and dad. So it's going to be a neat experience. Along the way, I'm going to see 7 U.S. presidential libraries and museums. Clement George and I were just comparing notes. So I got trips up and trips on the back. So if you're interested, when I get back, ask me about it. I know he will.
I will.
Want to give thanks for CC Colley's long and active participation in the Rotary Club of Park City's Prince of a Fella. And in an effort to catch up with everybody else in the room who's got 44 grandchildren, I got another one come in on Labor Day.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. That's a lot of good news. If you are a new member, will you please stand and be recognized? Do we have any of our new members with us today? Nope. No, not yet. Renee's thinking about rejoining us, so everyone needs to say hello to her before they leave today. All right, let's do introduction of guests. Oh.
All right, can you all hear me now? Okay. I have to introduce Raphael and Inga. They're here from Switzerland. And we were actually introduced by Sarah. They contacted her, and they're Rotarians from Switzerland.
Yeah, we are from this we are from this pilgrimage village, which is not too far away from Zurich. It's called Einsiedeln. It's a beautiful village, and we have about 70 members. It's very, very attached to a monastery, which is very old, a Benedictine monastery where our kids go to school or used to go to school. So we are very happy to be here. Thank you so much. Yeah, we had a great time in Dallas, thanks to Isabel. We did a short time exchange because I wanted my kids to come over and to improve their English. And my husband is here on business, so they also partly interned in the company he's working for, but they also had a great time at Isabel's house. So I'm really grateful for that, and we are also grateful for being with Rotary today. Thank you so much.
Well, I'm glad everybody was able to connect and it worked out. And if you come back and visit, bring a flag. We'd love to exchange with you.
Excuse me. I want most of you have met, but I want to meet again my wife, Kathy. And over the last 18 months or so, she has been a lot of things. This is the first time I've been able to come to a meeting since then, and I thought she should come because she's one of the main reasons that I'm here to come. So, thank you all. Yeah.
Well, thank you, and we appreciate you taking such good care of them.
Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. I'm essentially a guest now because I haven't been here forever, so it's good to see some new faces. I'm Farshad. I have two guests here. My wife, Larissa, she's a family law attorney, way prettier than me, which is fantastic for me. That's my wife. And also my brother, who's also very pretty. He's right here. This is my brother. He actually just took the bar. So, yeah, pretty excited. I'm very happy to have them here. So please welcome these two guests for me. Thank you.
Half the bar.
I'm going to make Renee stand again. This is Renee Santana. She's used to be a member of our club a while back, had to move away, but now she's back again. And she started to shop some clubs around, and she's actually a member of Las Colinas right now, but we're going to steal her back. So everybody needs to help me steal her back. She'd be a great addition to our club.
I'm back.
She's back.
I just want to add one thing to Farshad's introductions. You see sitting next to them is our Rookie of the Year that Farshad brought to this club. Thank you, Farshad, for bringing Monty to our group here.
Well, thank you, everyone, for attending. We love to have guests. Feel free to come visit us anytime. And up place next is Mark.
I'll make it quick. I just wanted to introduce Abbie Harper and Riley Davison. Abbie was the speaker of the day, and Riley joined us. I'm very happy to have East Texas very well represented today.
Thank you for being here. Mark?
Okay, and a nice segue since Richard's been prominent participant in today's program. He's also our marketplace advertiser today. And one unique fact about him, if you don't know, he's a YouTube star also. Yeah. Ask me about that later, and I'll share that with you. Okay, so past President Richard Stanford representing C.C. Young. C.C. Young is a 100-year-old continuing care retirement community with now over 500 residents served by 500 staff. That tells you about their level of service right there. And offers senior-friendly independent living apartments, assisted living, memory care, long-term nursing, hospice, and Medicare rehab on its 20-acre campus. They offer home health care and hospice services in the community as well. The Point at CC Young provides an activity center for residents and seniors in the surrounding community, including exercise, swimming, crafts, musical entertainment, Bible study, lectures, and other programs, including presentations by UNT faculty who teach a range of subjects. They also operate a 54-apartment community for low-income seniors in Southeast Dallas. And construction is expected to begin in 2026 on the terraces, a new independent living community on campus with terraces overlooking White Rock Lake. It's been one of Dallas's finest retirement communities, now offers the best 21st century senior living to Dallas seniors. So please join me in thanking Richard and CC Young for their continued support of the club.
And now it's time for our raffle. Who has our raffle information? So Abby, we have a raffle every week, and so Kathy is going to bring over the tickets. If you would draw one. All right, let's see who's the winner. 1101. 1101. Well, come on up.
We trust you. It's the four-way trust.
Okay, so she has to try to pull out the ace of spades in order to win the pot of money. Are you ready? Seven of diamonds. That's yours to keep. And we had a winner a couple of weeks ago, and what happens for our guests is when someone doesn't win, the next week the pot continues to grow, and eventually when we have a winner, one half goes to the foundation and one half goes to the winner to do what they want, although we've been very fortunate that they usually donate it back. So thank you for those great Rotarians who have done that. And we have an exciting announcement. Our Legacy of Leadership's back, and CLEVE is going to tell us about it.
Well, exciting is a tall order, so I'll see what I can do about it. Let's see. Legacy of Leadership, this will be our 7th year, and we've got a great lineup of speakers, but what I'm learning more and more, Paul and George Drzeski and many others and I are learning more and more, is that what really makes it successful is the crowd that shows up, and particularly past presidents of those who show up. And it's made for a great group of folks. It's also made for a great, what amounts to, I would suggest, a fraternity. We're going to be kicking off the September the 23rd. And one of the things we first talk about are what are the guiding principles of our club, which is Rotary International and Rotary Club of Park Cities. A little background on where all that came from and who we are and where we're going, including our strategic planning, which is absolutely a big part of our club. I know that there are many new members who are interested in joining. We would be thrilled to have you eventually, hopefully sooner than later. We'll get an application on the website, but if you'd like to send me an email, you can find me on the website, or you can send it to cclinton@GRAYREED.com, and I'll make sure that we don't leave you behind. So we would be very interested in your participation. It's really going to be a great year. We got a great group of folks, including our own president, SARAH OLIAI, as part of our top guides group. So thank you, Sarah.
And it's a wonderful program that our club does offer. Not many Rotary clubs have that legacy of leadership. So thank you for everyone who spent so much time and talent in developing it. We do have an announcement. Rotary, for those who want to network, there's a Rotary Means Business. There's a slide up there that tells you the specifics, but if you would like to get out and meet colleagues, people who might be likely referral sources, you know, expand your center of influence, that would be a great place to go and try, and just meet new people. Some announcements. On Friday, August 29th, there is no meeting because that is our Labor Day holiday that we are observing. On Friday the 27th, we will have our first foot care clinic at the Austin Street Center. And so those of you who would like to volunteer, Holly's going to be sharing more information with that over the next several weeks. But our club is going to try something new. The day before, so Friday the 26th, we're going to have a Friday service project, okay? And you'll be hearing more about that. So we're going to come and eat lunch. We will have someone also who's doing some speaking, but it's in line with our service project. And as we're listening to it, we will be packing care packets for Austin Street. But Holly will tell us more about that. And now we are up to our chair of the day. If Mr. David Wyecki would come and tell us about our speaker and welcome her.
Well, I'm going to tee up Abbie, and as part of our talk, I believe she'll talk more in depth about what she does. But I wanted to start off with kind of something that we talked about last week at our lunch last week. Jeff Brady said that the most valuable thing somebody can give you is their time and attention. So I wanted to say thank you to my fellow Rotarians, our guests, and as well as our speaker for giving us their attention for the next hour or so. Education is one of our club's initiatives, and a very hot topic right now, as I guess as we the people think about which of our knowledge and skills, you know, qualifies as education. For me, as an undergrad at East Texas A&M University, I came to appreciate education as a type of good that is both good because it gives you pleasure. It's always good to know something, and also it's a good because of the benefits it provides. So because of our club's initiative and to learn more about the latest addition to Park City's academic institutions, I invited Abbie Harper, a Chief Operating Officer at East Texas A&M, to come speak about the university, the role she plays, and a little bit about herself. And with that, I would like to welcome Abbie Harper.
Thank you, David. Thank you all so much for having me. My husband is a fellow Rotarian, so he made sure that I mentioned that to everyone before I left. So again, my name is Abbie Harper, and I have the privilege of serving our students, faculty, and staff at East Texas A&M University, formerly Texas A&M University Commerce. I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with our institution. We are tucked away in East Texas, Commerce, Texas, which is about an hour, 20-ish miles from Dallas, northeast. And I want to start by kind of telling you a story about a little girl who grew up with a single parent. And that parent, her mom, did not go to college, had no idea what that meant, how to do it. And so she grew up thinking, I think I'm supposed to go to college, but I don't know how to do that or what I need to do that. So she just kind of muddled along in school, and her senior year, she went to her mom and she said, you know, how do I do this? And her mom said, I have no idea. So they just kind of muddled through and filled out an application and went to the first institution that accepted her. And she struggled. She wasn't ready. She failed out a couple of times. She couldn't afford it. She found out she didn't have the money to do it. So she ended up at a receptionist job for about 7 years, just muddling through, just kind of status quo. And then she stumbled across one person that changed everything for her. And she met this person and she said, look, I'm stuck. I can't afford to go back to school. I can't go back to school because I failed out and nobody's going to take me. What do I do? And this person took her and made a way for her, showed her pathway, and really believed in her. And that person's standing here right now. Took me 13 years to get my degree. And now I have my master's degree, and I'm standing here talking about an institution that changes lives. And I truly believe that education changes your life, because it changed mine. So what do we do at East Texas? Well, we change lives, as I said. Who are we? We are located, again, we're tucked in far East Texas. We have, that is our satellite campus, or our main campus is in Commerce, Texas. We have another campus right across the street at the North Park 8750 at the Topgolf building. We opened that about 3 years ago, and people thought we were crazy. They were like, why are y'all gonna open up a building in a high-rise building? Well, why not? I don't know if you recall, but education, even 5 years ago, we used to kind of just sit in our towers and just say, if you can come. If you can't, well, too bad. We don't do that anymore. COVID really changed our process and the way that we can deliver education, and East Texas A&M took it and ran with it. We decided we're not going to just let those little Abbies just kind of come if you can. If you can't, just sit at that job and do nothing. We decided we wanted to take the bull by the horns and really offer an affordable education offering in the heart of Dallas. So we opened up the Topgolf building. We were on the 19th and 20th floors. We offer every one of our programs that we offer on main campus. A student can come from DISD, come straight to our building, go up on the 19th and 20th floors, take classes, get their degree affordably, and not even have to leave home. We were so successful with those floors that we opened up 2 more floors. So we now have 4 floors. We serve Dallas ISD. Their students come over and take dual credit with us. We have a hydroponics lab over there as well. That's our main campus, but I really want to kind of highlight our Dallas one. We have a hydroponics lab. Y'all were growing tomatoes on the 20th floor of the Topgolf building. And they're good tomatoes. I eat them all the time. So we're able to show our students things can be done wherever you are. You can do whatever you want where you are, and we want to meet you where you are. We want to meet you in your educational journey. If you have an associate's degree from your high school, come on over. We're going to finish you up in business, with education, with criminal justice. If you're starting from scratch and you have no idea where to start, we hold your hand. And that's what I believe makes all the difference in the world, is that we really care about each one of our students. So we make sure that we stay with them from start to finish. You'll see me out a lot of times just sitting with a parent, sitting with a student, saying, okay, where are you? What are your questions? So we're able to, like I said, offer all of our offerings in Dallas, and we have so many students that do not want to leave home. Y'all, COVID changed it for everybody. A lot of students don't want to go to these big institutions away from home. So they like to be able to, and some have to work, some can't leave. So they are able to hop on the DART bus, drive right over here, get dropped off, and they can take all of their classes in one spot. Our degree programs and colleges, we were known back in 1889 as a teaching institution. That was our bread and butter. We were known for educating teachers. We were the best at it, and we still are. We really put a lot of stock in helping our educators get degreed, get in that classroom. We help our ISDs grow their own, because y'all, nobody's standing in line to be a teacher these days. and it's really unfortunate. So we have adopted some programs that help adults get a degree and not have to step foot in a classroom. It's an innovative thing called competency-based education. I don't know if anybody is familiar with a competency-based education program. Basically, you don't just sit and get, you sit and show. So we take your prior knowledge and you demonstrate that knowledge and you can move on. Instead of those 16-week classes, they've got 7-week classes. All online, you don't step foot on our campus, no due dates or test dates. So these working professionals can do all of their coursework in the evening, they can do all their coursework on a Saturday, they can do all their coursework on 3 days. They have 7 weeks to complete. Now, say for instance, you are a paraprofessional in one of those classrooms. You already know what you're doing, you just can't get there because you don't have that credential. This paraprofessional will sign up for 7-week courses, 2 courses per 7 weeks for $1,000 flat. No books, no fees, $1,000. Say that paraprofessional really proves that they know what they're doing in that content area, because they probably do, right? They're already in that class doing what the coursework is kind of determining what you know. They can accelerate and move on. They could take 3 courses if they wanted. They could take 4 courses if they wanted, all at that $1,000 flat rate. It's eliminating debt, it's eliminating time, and it's getting these professionals who can do the job into the classroom, into that company, that mid-management position that they just never thought they could get. So East Texas A&M is really pivoting the way people learn and the way we deliver education. Again, we transform lives. So how do we transform that paraprofessional? We meet them where they are, we give them a pathway, and they're on their way. We have graduated, the last graduating class, we graduated 1,700. It is our fastest growing program that we have at East Texas A&M. We now have 7 pathways. We have a teacher pathway, criminal justice pathway, we have a human resources pathway, we have a health services pathway, we have a safety and health pathway, and then we have a general studies. We are seeing so much success with these programs, with these adult learners. They are getting in there, they are getting what they need to get done, and they are more successful. Y'all, I was a better student in graduate school than I ever was in undergrad because I was serious about it and I really knew what I wanted to do. So we're finding a lot of success there. I'll tell you where another really success story that we have, but we also need your help, is helping our undergrad students, traditional undergrad, know what's out there, know what's possible. Internships are really, really big for us right now. We want these students to see what the industry is doing in their interest area and who's doing it. Ask any questions. How did you get there? What were your challenges? How can I get to where you are? So we're working with many different industry partners, and we're so blessed to be right here in Dallas, where there are so many industry partners. Topgolf being one is in our building. So a lot of our students, some of them are even commuting from Commerce to Dallas just so they can take advantage of those opportunities. So if there's a way that you all could think of how you can connect with us, I'll be here. You come up and let me know, because we would love to partner and love to offer even more opportunities for our students to really see what they can do. So it's short and sweet, but I really just want to just leave y'all with this. You can make a difference. You can really make a difference, and you can help a student maybe who was that single parent, had that single parent that didn't really have a pathway or know what even they wanted. Y'all think I knew what I wanted to do? It surely wasn't this, but here we are. And I'm so glad it found me. This profession found me. And I get to work with students every single day. I get to show them what not to do and what to do. So think of how we could partner. Think of how you can help a student really help their journey, because it shouldn't be that hard, but we make it hard. In higher education, we make it very hard, and it shouldn't be. So thank you all so much. Yes, ma'am.
So my name's Susan Harris, and I'm with Atmos Energy, and we have a scholarship with
yes,
you.
yes, ma'am.
And that has afforded many students to go through and help advance their careers,
Correct.
getting the degree.
Correct.
I've had 2 employees who've experienced that and went onto the campus with them to, for
Right,
them to get their
yes.
diploma.
Yes.
And we've even had vice presidents that have gone through this because they came up through the technical side.
Mm-hmm.
So if you know a company that they can start out as a meter reader and go on up, but they just didn't have time for that degree, this
Correct.
is perfect. They're poised, they're ready for it, and they just go on and thrive. So thank you for what you do.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you. Yes. Yes. Happy to take any questions.
What is your student enrollment across the street?
We serve 2,500 approximately across the street. Then that's undergrad, graduate, doctoral.
So, of those 2,500, are most of them taking online courses, or are they coming?
It varies. We have hybrid. They come in a few times. They take the rest of their coursework online. They come in Monday, Wednesday, Friday, face-to-face. They come in Tuesday, Thursday, face-to-face. A lot of our graduate programs are online just because that's the nature of what the students in that area need. Dual credit. We serve our dual credit students face-to-face every day. So it varies.
Okay. And my second question, I think the football team's been pretty good the past few years. What's the expectation this year?
Well, I watched them practice the other day, and we'll get there.
Well, I have a question. Okay, Tom.
I'd be interested to know, when the people come to across the street, do they have lecturers there, or is everything online?
No, we have full-time faculty there. We also have executives in residency. So we've got some executives that like to come that will come over maybe once a semester and teach on a specific subject, marketing or logistics, analytics. So it runs the gamut, but we have full-time faculty there every day.
So one of the objections that started when we were moving to these forms of education was that when you didn't have a live person, you missed the interaction with the other students, and you apparently have solved that by having the people there. Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Abbie, I like a lot your idea, so that you go out and try to catch the people there where they are. So that's really good. I take a lot of energy from that.
Yes.
Back in Europe, I used to work with people, like 20% of my workforce was being interns. So I like a lot, I catch them here. We have a business here at McKinney, so I'm interested in taking your contacts and then using that for the purpose of getting my interns or your interns into my business.
You got it.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to ask my question. If we're waiting for somebody else. It's been an eye-opener for this club in the last year. We went out to career institutes, DISD, taking people from the high schools who are in their own high school in the morning and the afternoon, teaching them just a variety of trades for people who probably aren't going to go past a high school degree. I'm sorry Elisa's not here, but Elisa Garcia is a professor in the Dallas College system, teaches business. And what they try to do is just interesting. I mean, this is just a whole new piece of. Now, my real question is, do you all interact with the Dallas College system at all? Because you've got people coming out with 2-year degrees who can have a 4-year degree with you soon enough this way.
Very much. I have a lot of best friends over on the Dallas College campuses. Most of them are the presidents of each campus. So we work very, very closely with them to get those 2-year students to a 4-year completer. It gets Dallas College funding, and it gets that student that 4-year versus that 2-year. So we work very closely with them.
Okay, I figured that just works. Yeah.
I know there's a lot of students coming in from high school who don't know what they want to do. How do you all help them do that? Kind of decide.
We don't put pressure on them when they first get in to declare a major. If they come in and they say, well, I think I want to do this, but I'm not sure. Probably 5 to 10 years ago, we used to, in all institutions, used to make incoming freshmen just take the basics. Well, that's not really getting them excited about what they're going to do, and you lose a lot of your kids when you do that. So we encourage them to take a course in marketing, take a course in criminal justice, take a course in education, really get your feet wet, see if this is something that you really want to do. A lot of times they find out they don't want to do that. And so we help them, and we kind of, but they learned what they didn't want to do, and that's helpful too. So we encourage these students to not just take the basics. We put them in classes where they can really kind of test their wings and see really what works for them.
What about students that may have started off at, say, Dallas College? They don't have a 2-year degree yet. What's the transfer situation like if somebody wants to come in and just, you know, start taking classes at East Texas A&M?
We'll take them. We'll take them. Yeah, again, we're lockstep with Dallas College and a lot of the other community colleges. So, and before, I'm just going to kind of let you in on some bad secrets of higher ed in the past. The community college and the 4 years didn't talk. So a lot of times they would be going through a program and get to the 4-year, and the 4-year wouldn't take half of their courses because nobody talked to each other. So we make sure that we talk to every community college and ensure that those classes that they took will transfer seamlessly to us, and that will get them further than just having to just throw those classes aside.
So earlier, when you were speaking, you mentioned that it was challenging to get people interested in education and teaching. What's the problem with that? Why is that not a field that people want to go into?
Pay. Pay. Helping these ISDs grow their own. Like I said, my mom was a paraprofessional in the same district for 35 years. They don't leave. She just couldn't afford a credential. She didn't have time for a credential. So that's why we've really started that competency-based program, because she could have done it, finished in 2 years, less than $10,000, and been in that classroom quicker.
So I was on the advisory committee helping set up the public administration program for the campus at Commerce. Have you all started the paraprofessional program in public administration now?
There's paraprofessionals, it's the education track.
Oh, just
so
education.
Yes. So what they'll do is they'll get their bachelor's degree. They'll go through an alternate certification program through us that's online on that same platform. They'll get their certification and they'll get in the classroom. So that's that path.
You mentioned like 6 programs, though.
Yes, we have 6 programs, and we have the public administration program, but the paraprofessionals that's the education track, and that program would be for civic workers that maybe are kind of mid-level that would like to move up. That would be a perfect program for them.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
And thank you for helping us set that up.
I just heard you say several times, we'll take them. And I was wondering, to accommodate all the different types of students you're getting, how do you do that? Entrance exams? How do you handle
They must
that?
meet our general criteria, which is a 2.75 GPA. So that's standard. But you think about all of these different learners learn differently. So they come in online, they come in face-to-face, they come to Dallas. We've got a Corsicana campus, we've got a Mesquite campus. So we serve them in many different areas and many different locations where we have full-time staff at every turn. So they're not all funneling to one place, and we can accommodate as many that we can get, actually.
Any more?
So has the university explored or thought about, should we provide education resources to the trades?
Trust me, if we could, we would, because that's where it's all going. But our 4-year institutions can't offer the trades. Plus, we don't want to step on our community college's toes. That's their bread and butter, and they do it the best. So we work with them to, if there is kind of a trade program that really could benefit with a 4-year degree, then we work with them and take those credits and we apply them to a 4-year. But we don't really want to get in that area because that's really where the community colleges work best.
Thank you, Abby. Thank you so much for coming. And our club, the last several years, has been trying to investigate starting a Rotaract club in one of the local schools. And so if you have any interest in discussing that further and having a dialogue with it, I know you know David, certainly stay in contact and be happy to visit with you about that as well. And also to thank you for coming and being our speaker today. A book will be placed in the Jack Lowe Senior Elementary School, and we do that as a way to honor our speakers. We've partnered with DISD. We have a book vending machine in that school, and it's a underserved, low-income community, and a lot of the students do not own books. They don't have books in their home, and so by thanking our speakers, we pay for the books. Students for good attendance or good behavior or good grades, they get a token and they get to select a book out of the vending machine that's theirs to keep. It's not a library book. So thank you very much for coming today. Next Friday on August 15th, Setare Pavaresh will be coming from the Dallas Museum of Art, and the chair of the day is Holly McCasson. And as Paul works his way up to do the 4-way test, we're going to wrap up a few minutes early, and some of the feedback that we've gotten from new members is, you know, it's hard to meet people when we run in and we run out, we go and see our speakers, we sit down and listen to them. We've got a few minutes. If you don't want to, please, if you'd consider staying socializing, and just as a way to kind of keep in contact with our new members, ask them how they're doing, if they're engaged, if they want to be further engaged, that would be great. Paul?
Thank you, President Sarah. The 4-way test of the things we think, say, or do. First, is it the truth? Second, is it fair to all concerned? Third, will it build goodwill and better friendships? Fourth, will it be beneficial to all concerned? Meeting adjourned. Stick around and talk to one another.
I'm glad it worked out. I didn't know that y'all connected. So I was really glad to hear that. I didn't know that y'all connected. I know I sent the email, but
thank you so much. That was really opened up a perfect stay for my kids, thanks to Isabel, and thanks to your engagement. That was very good.
Good.
Thank you so much.
Worked out really well.
Can we take a photo for my club? I'm so sorry I didn't bring the flag, but he can bring it. Even he will bring it. Thank you so much. It's very kind. company where my husband works. So they had a great stay. They learned to mix with a lot of different people, you know, and they went in different. They have seen how people work in different fields in finance or IT or customer service. But then we also toured around. I mean, I had a lot of time to discover Dallas. I did the whole arts district. I went to the ADT district. I saw a lot of museums. We also went to Austin.
Okay, did you go to the Bush Museum while you were here?
Sorry, to
the Bush Museum.
Just the Bush, yeah. That's the only one we still have to do. But we went to the art museum. We went to the 6th floor museum of Kennedy. The Kennedy.
Don't talk about that.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, he has been very important to German people. Kennedy.
So Arboretum is another stop out.
Yes, yeah. I've heard about it.
Yeah, but I think that is a beautiful Bush Museum.
Yeah, that's a very great
So you ought to be
recommendation.
here another week.
No, we will be leaving tomorrow, unfortunately. But my husband, he's in Dallas twice or 3 times a year on business.
So what business?
They have been introducing the Thermomix. It's a very efficient cooking machine, which is sold worldwide. And now they also try to get into the US. And they have been started 7 years ago. And they also make really good.
So is it manufactured in Switzerland then?
These cooking machines are manufactured in France.
Okay.
In the region we also used to live. We lived there for 2 years, so we've also moved around.
But you're a native of Switzerland.
I'm actually German. My husband is Belgian, but we live in Switzerland. So.
My son-in-law is German.
Oh.
And he came to this country here 4 years.
Okay.
And he speaks 4 different languages. Webmaster. So they live 9,500 feet in the mountains of Colorado.
Oh, fantastic.
You can live anywhere in the world as long as it's beautiful.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, so nice to have met you.
Very nice meeting you. Yeah, have a great day.
Okay.